Hi, and welcome to this video. My name is Yannis and I want to share with you some creative ways of using the Nord drum with your drum kit. So we're going to create some hybrid grooves that contain natural drum sounds and some really cool atmospheres from the Nord drum. And those beats have so much content that they actually work for making full tracks, so you can almost play full songs containing lots of different sounds just by yourself. It's going to be really practical because I don't want to spend so much time explaining. I want to basically use the video for showing you how things sound. But be known that there's a full playlist on my channel with lots of videos about the Nord drum, about sound design, about setups, about how to play it. So if you're interested, make sure to check it out after watching this video. And this being said, let's jump right into it. Let's start with something simple, which is replacing the hi-hat through a Nord drum pad. And this is pretty cool. So instead of playing the hi-hat with my right hand while I play some simple groove, I play the Nord drum. And it could be any sound, but it's particularly fun with bass sounds. So here I have a bass sound. And now I play a simple groove with the right hand on the Nord drum instead of the hi-hat. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can play some sort of rudiment between your right hand and the left hand. Left hand on the snare, right hand on the Nord drum. And here I'm playing some right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left type of rudiment. And with a couple of kick drums. And some of the snare drum notes are played as ghost notes. So there are two different layers of volume. And it sounds like this. I like it a lot. And instead of just using bass sounds, you can also use bass sounds on the lower three pads. So here I have bass tones. Pretty much the same sound that we just used for the other examples. And on the upper three pads, I have some higher pitched sound for some more melodic stuff. And now you simply need to find spots where you can interrupt your beat and play, for example, a bass note, preferably on the one, and somewhere else, one of those higher notes. And here's some example of that. Actually, there's one more fun beat I discovered while playing around with the Nord drum and the kit, which is a Latin type beat, like a jazz Latin beat that originally sounds like this. And it sounds pretty interesting to replace the right cymbal with a bass or synth type sound. Let's move on to another example, which is the interval function of the Nord drum. And I like this so much because you can create at least intervals of 2 different notes, which resembles some sort of chord. So you can use the Nord drum for playing a sort of chord sound and using your drums for playing some sort of beat. And the first example sounds quite dubby. And you see, I'm also using delay, because if you use delay, you get some repetitions, so you only have to hit the pad once and then you get sound for maybe like a bar. So here's some example of how this can sound like with a beat. By the way, in case you enjoy this video and also feel like supporting the channel, you can take a quick second to click the like button, and be also known that I created lots of content about the Nord drum. So there are free videos on the YouTube channel, lots of videos actually, but if you want to systematically learn the device, there's also a class, I'm going to link it down below in the description, about learning the Nord drum in a very systematic way. And there's also another class about playing technique for beginners. So if you want to drum, you're new to drums and you want to learn it with the Nord drum, that class is perfect for you. And also there are some sound packs if you need some more inspiration on what is possible. And if you want to have all, there's also a bundle where you save quite a bit. So if that sounds interesting to you, just check out the link down below in the description. So you can see it's really fun to play with those sounds because they allow you a lot of space and you don't necessarily have to play with a click track. You can use the delay speed. I mean, you still need to listen quite well, but still you have space for yourself and can fill it up and can be quite free, because I think that's a super cool thing when you play with electronics, that you can still use sounds that work without a click track, because most of the stuff often needs to be synced to a click track. But here you can be a bit more free, and that's why I enjoy it so much. And there's another example. Let's check this sound. It's also simple intervals. But if you use those higher pitched sounds, it's pretty amazing for some drum and bass type beats like this. Let's check another sound. I think it's this one. Again, intervals, but this time I'm using a 5 and 82, so it's a larger interval, larger than 1 octave. Which can also sound super cool. And for me, this creates this open sound where it's super fun to play some open drum solo while sometimes hitting one of those pads. Another type of sound that is super fun to make with the Nord drum is a bell type sound, or actually several bell type sounds. Here I have those, sounding almost like a type of drum also. And I don't know how to really call those sounds, but they are very iconic for the Nord drum, I feel. And here I like to establish some sort of stable beat with my feet. Also, to play the right cymbal with my left hand, it could also be the right hand. And you see, sometimes some beats would also work if the Nord drum would be on the other side, but I don't want to put it back and forth all the time while recording this video. So I have it here. I put my left hand on the right cymbal. You could also cross your hands here. And then you play a rhythm with your right hand on the Nord drum and sometimes change the pitch. And I don't know, to me it sounds really pleasing. It reminds me almost a little of the Poinciana beat. Let's check another bell setting. This is really different because here I have some creepy bells, which I like so much. Another super cool Nord drum sound. And let's actually see what we can do here. It's perfect for playing some more open drum solo again with some creepy tones every now and then. And let's check one more sound. It's some very dramatic one because I like to use the Nord drum for pad sounds. And here I have this type of string pad. And it's particularly fun to use those dramatic pad sounds with a very simple snare-bass combination because there's so much atmosphere that you don't need much and it fills up the frequency spectrum quite well. It's more than just a bass, what we were using in the beginning. I mean, the idea is quite similar, but it just sounds more dramatic. And here's some example. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and it inspired you to create your own hybrid beats. I think it's such an amazing topic and it's so inspiring to actually not only play drums but to also play some synth sounds. And the other week I posted a video where I play a little song. It's like 4 minutes, also like a hybrid patch with drum sounds and the Nord drum. I'm going to link it here. And as I mentioned, there's a playlist with all my Nord drum tutorials. I'm going to link it here. I actually created many videos. And again, On my website you can find also some classes and the sound packs. Apart from that, I wish you lots of inspiration with whatever it is that you create and really hope to see you soon again at this channel. Bye.